Retired NFL quarterback Brett Favre announced on Tuesday that he has been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. The Hall of Famer delivered the news at his congressional hearing on federal welfare reform. Brett Favre also added that he has lost investment in a company which was developing a drug for the treatment of concussions, and the reason was very dear to his heart as he had always been a great sportsman, but he will not be able to continue anymore, as he is suffering from Parkinson's disease. Brett recently said he believes he suffered thousands of concussions during his playing career. Back in 2021, he encouraged parents to keep their children away from tackle football until the age of 14. He even told Outkick last month that he suffered a head injury on his final play in the NFL. During an appearance on the Bubba Army radio show in 2022, Brett discussed how concussions were less policed when he was at the peak of his career. Concussions happen all the time. You get tackled, and your head hits the turf, you see flashes of light or ringing in your ears, but you're able to play. That's a concussion, he explained. Favre was at the hearing due to being linked to the Mississippi welfare scandal back in 2020. Favre has not been criminally charged, but the state of Mississippi is suing 38 people or companies, in an attempt to recoup $24 million of $77 million in federal welfare money. Brett, who helped raise money for a University of Southern Mississippi athletic facility, has denied knowing that a $5 million grant came from a temporary assistance for needy families welfare fund, through the Mississippi Community Education Center. Brett spent 16 of his 20 NFL seasons with the Green Bay Packers. He was originally drafted by the Atlanta Falcons and played with both the Jets and Vikings after his time in Green Bay. He threw for 71,838 yards and 508 touchdowns, both of which rank fourth all-time. A true gunslinger, his 336 interceptions are also the most ever. What is Parkinson's disease? Parkinson's disease affects the central nervous system. It causes nerve cells in the brain to weaken and eventually die, leading to symptoms that include tremors and impaired balance, according to the National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke. Slowness of movement is the classic feature, said Dr. Vikas Kotagal, an associate professor of neurology at the University of Michigan. As symptoms progress, people with Parkinson's disease may struggle to walk, speak and carry out other basic tasks. An estimated 3/4 of people living with Parkinson's for more than 10 years will develop dementia. Who is at risk of Parkinson's disease? Genetic mutations are linked to about 10 to 15% of Parkinson's diagnoses, said Dr. Michael S. Okun, a neurologist at the University of Florida. Environmental and other factors are at play much more often. Farmers who worked with pesticides and factory workers exposed to toxic chemicals are at greater risk of developing Parkinson's, he said. Some patients will never progress beyond early stages of the disease, whereas others will advance quickly to being unable to walk or even stand without using a walker, Dr. Kotagal said.